wars that Britain's been involved with, lots of wars, lots of colonial wars, you know all about that, South Africa, India and all that. So they commemorate lots of wars. Britain and Wales has been involved in. The Welsh regiments always marched under the Union flag. So this is what I wanted to bring you for. This is the coat of arms of Cardiff. It's in Welsh, so it says Dry Gore Cychwyn, which means the red dragon lives forever. The red dragon is immortal, part of the legend. And you have at the bottom here, looks like onion, but it's a leek. You heard of a leek? It's like a strong smelling onion. Very strong smelling, very strong. And you plant it in the ground, and they used to grow thousands of acres of leeks. Still in Wales, a very popular cheap soup is leek and potato. Potatoes readily available, quite cheap, and leeks. So they used to grow leeks like this. And sometimes the people wear a leek on St. David's Day, when it's the National Day of Wales, March the 1st. But I can remember wearing a leek in school, very smelly. None of the girls want to kiss you with a leek here. So, and many people wear a daffodil. A daffodil is also a symbol of Wales, a yellow flower daffodil. Here we have then the unicorn, which is connected with King Arthur, not a real creature, mythical creature. And then on the right you have the seahorse to signify that Cardiff is a port, always was a port, and became a very successful port 150 years ago. Then above it, you see the red dragon in the middle. Above it you see the knight's visor, emphasising that Cardiff was a medieval city, lots of knights here. And then above it you have the castle wall, see the castellated wall there, showing that Cardiff has a castle. And then above it you have the symbol for the Prince of Wales. The symbol for the Prince of Wales is three white feathers, three white ostrich feathers, and it also has a Tudor rose on it as well. Now, the Prince of Wales is very important to us, although he doesn't have he doesn't do that many engagements in Wales. He doesn't live in Wales, he lives in England, but he has a farm. He owns lots of property in Wales, and he has a country farm about 100 miles west of here. But the title Prince of Wales is very important because it always goes to the eldest son of the king or queen. After king or queen, the Prince of Wales is the most senior royal title, with lots of prestige involved. Invariably, the Prince of Wales becomes king, which will happen now when our queen departs. And Charles now is 74, still waiting, 74 to become king. He could be 77, 78 time he's king, you know. But the Queen won't abdicate probably, even if she's very ill. They'll just carry on, and Charles will take more and more of the duties from her. But she will still be Queen in title. So yes, the Prince of Wales goes back to when England was fighting Wales, and Wales was defeated. England conquered Wales. That's why we don't have our own flag, our own representation on the English flag or on the British flag. And when the English king, King Edward I, he met with the Welsh princes, the ones who'd been defeated. He called it a peace treaty, but really it was a surrender. It was a surrender. And he said to these Prince of Wales, there's about 6 of them there, what would you like if I gave you 2 clauses in this peace treaty? And they said to a man, we want a Prince of Wales, born in Wales, that can speak no English, because the Welsh language was very important to them. Many people, 700 years ago couldn't speak English.